Yo, what's good everybody? This is your boy Boss Golf and welcome back to Boss Golf Plays. How all you silly motherfuckers doing out there today? Hope y'all are having a great day as always, man. Hey, your boy Boss Golf is back to talk about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the story trailer that just dropped, and all of the information and screenshots that also dropped today, as far as like collector's edition, what the game's looking like, characters that are in it, and all types of shit like that. So let's sit back and let's just talk about this, man. This is pretty cool. This is pretty hype news because honestly, I wasn't expecting anything from this game until E3 this summer, and at least for me, I know there's a lot of people like on they have the sites like NeoGAF and different blog sites and chat sites where people talk about the leak list or anything, but I've known nothing about this. I woke up today, went on YouTube, and this shit it just popped up there. So let's check this trailer out, man. I have to say, first of all, we're getting it looks to be as how this shit is animated. It looks to be we're getting a full-blown story mode. Like that's never been a thing in any Marvel vs. Capcom game or any Capcom versus, is having an actual story mode, looking like how like Tekken's getting ready to do their story mode, I guess. But we've only had the normal arcade versus, or the cinematic versus, I guess you would call it. This looks to be either a very well animated intro, or this looks to be part of what is to be the story trailer. I'm going to say this is probably the story trailer because it says story trailer 1. But going off of Ultron Sigma's design, first of all, that's a thing. I like how that is a thing. That's pretty damn cool because that's what we were talking about in the most recent Marvel vs. Capcom speculation video that we was making, is that this will be Ultron Sigma. And that's cool how it's Ultron Sigma. Like I said, it just made sense to me. And I like how it works. It works, especially for the characters and the everybody that you got tied in the story. This next part in the trailer is kind of, I don't know what's going on here. You got of course you got the Cobblefied, you got the Goons, you got the Spick Spacks, but these are supposed to be the Asgard warriors, right? And I don't know. It looks like, obviously, it looks like they're being taken over by Ultron Sigma, but I don't know how that's working because Ultron and Sigma being both mechanical robots or androids, whatever you want to figure them, and it looks like they're being taken over. I don't know how when they have no. At least I don't know too. As I told y'all before, I don't know too much about the Marvel side of things, but I know with Sigma, he's famous for taking over other robots or controlling other robots. It's never been about humans. If anything, he's always wanted to destroy the humans, especially with Ultron. I know that much about Ultron. Ultron's about death to all people for the greater good of the universe, right? And then now here they got the Goons. But I guess you need something to fight other than just like the Ultron robots. So that's cool too. Got the full character reveal within this trailer. Well, not full character reveal. They left some characters out. Of course, we already seen from the first trailer, but you get more characters in there, which happen to be in this trailer. We see Ultron, Hulk, Thor, Hawkeye, Rocket Raccoon, Chun-Li, Strider, Hiryu, and Chris. And then also they got Mega Man thrown in there, with Ryu missing. Ryu, they got Mega Man thrown in there. Captain Marvel's a thing. And the only character that's missing in this trailer is Ryu. So that's pretty cool. And I guess it's pretty cool that Ultron is not going to be just like a boss only character. He's actually going to be a playable character within the game. So that'll be pretty cool. It'd be interesting to see his moveset. It'd be interesting to see all these characters' moveset. I'm ready to see some full-on gameplay. But until then, we got this trailer, which I have to say, for not only for a Marvel vs. Capcom game, for Capcom and Marvel in general, this is the best animated, like, I guess you would call it cutscene or trailer, excuse me. This is the best animated trailer as far as this type of game goes. For how do I want to say this? As far as it goes for the Marvel side and Capcom, I'm trying to figure this shit out. Just know that it's so far when it comes to this type of shit, it's well animated. And the reason I say that is not only because of looking at everything that's gone on before in this game series. On this one part here where Rocket Raccoon is talking to Mega Man X, like they really articulated Rocket's like face structures and movements and detail in the animation in that character. Like I don't know who they got on the development team as far as graphics and things like that, but it's a pretty well animated game. I have to say, so far on the animation side, this game is looking up. I was already excited when we seen that first trailer, and of course I got hyped for the gameplay and everything, but as far as the cinematics and stuff like that, I took that as, oh, this is an intro. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was going to be a regular Marvel vs. Capcom game, like I said, regular arcade battles, online, things like that. But we're getting a full-blown story, it looks like here, which is pretty damn neat. Then you got them showing the pre-orders, which I guess it's gonna be big for some people. I'm not too strong on the pre-orders now because y'all know my spiel about pre-orders. I don't want to pay for a bunch of characters that I'm not going to play with, or costumes that I'm not going to play with. Of course, later down the line, it'd be cool to have. Like if you're a collector, like, oh, I want all these. Okay, that's cool. But I'd rather see who the characters are first, and then get excited or potentially want to play with them. But you get six all new DLC characters and 6 premium costumes. We know what, as far as the costumes go, we know what at least 3 of them are so far. And they are the Evil Ryu skin for Ryu, Commander X, or Command Mission X for Mega Man X, and the Warrior Thor for Thor costume, which I have to say, commenting on the Thor costume, that's the best looking Thor costume I've ever seen on him, period. That looks like that needs to be in whatever what is that, Thor Ragnarok movie that's getting ready to come out. That's a pretty decent Thor costume. One thing I have to question about the costume so far is on Evil Ryu, is it just going to be a skin? Like kind of like how it was a color palette in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or are they gonna go full blown like, are they gonna actually alter his moveset to make him Evil Ryu, giving him an Air Tatsu, giving him a Raging Demon, I said Air Tatsu, Air Fireball, Raging Demon, and things like that, the full-blown works. I do like how in the Evil Ryu costume that they they kind of got his arms looking like they got the hole in the chest, the same kind of design he had for Street Fighter 4, right? But they, on the arms, they got it looking almost like remnants of Ashura's wrath, like how, you know, how Ashura's arms design was. I think that's pretty cool on him. And these are, as far as I'm concerned, these are official pictures of the costumes and things like that. So they look pretty damn cool. I'm excited. I'm pumped to see who else will be. Who else is going to have DLC costumes and things like that? It's supposed to be rumored that there's going to be rumors. Like I said, there's going to be way more costumes and DLC costumes than this. But for now, this is what we got. That's pretty cool. The thing about Sigma, though, as far as him being a DLC character, I don't know if that's going to. I don't know. I feel kind of weird about that, because if Ultron. Here's my thing about that. The only thing about that. If Ultron is a playable character in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite as just a regular playable character like Mega Man and the rest of the crew, I'm kind of going to feel like a little off about Sigma being one of the DLC characters. I feel like that should be like, I mean, if you're going to have one boss character in there as playable, have the other. But from a bit, I can see why they did this from a business standpoint, because this is, I mean, Sigma's a popular boss character, at least on the Capcom side of things, especially with Mega Man X. So I mean, that's instant gratification with cash, and if people want them, they're gonna buy them, they're gonna do it up. I don't know if I might. I mean, yeah, it sucks that he's DLC, but I like Sigma as a boss character. one of the most iconic bosses that I've had to face through my childhood of playing video games and shit like that. So I think it's pretty cool to add him as a character. Of course, we won't see Ultron Sigma. That's probably like exclusively boss thing, which that's a thing. I'm not expecting to play as the boss unless they do some shit where they had Galactus playable and like go through in Galactus mode in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool to see some shit like that. But the big thing here, man, the big thing as far as this trailer is concerned is the collector's edition. Out of all the collector's editions that I've seen within the recent years, god damn, this one is the one that I've as far as like figurines and statues and shit like that, this one gets me pretty pumped. To be quite honest, when it comes to you get, okay, in the pack, you get the game, you get the steel casing, you get Force figurines for right now, Mega Man X, Chun-Li, Captain Marvel, and Iron Man, and then you get the Infinity Stone replicas with the LED lights inside of them. Out of all this shit, the things that I'm most excited for is the Mega Man figurine and the Infinity Stone replicas, especially within the little case that they got going on here. That looks pretty goddamn tight. I'm not saying that the other characters look bad. It's just that it's fucking Mega Man. I love Mega Man X, and I don't. Fuck, man, it's been a while since I've seen anything as far as collectibles or figurines. Y'all know it's been a while. We haven't seen Mega Man X as far as we was concerned. Especially after they just dropped Mighty Number 9, we thought Mega Man X was fucked. So it is pretty damn cool, but it is, I believe, $200 US. Correct me if that's the US pricing. If you want to order the collector's edition for this game, which is based on like previous collector's editions and shit that I've experienced. I guess it's a pretty decent deal. 4 figurines, LED lights. This shit takes work. It's gonna cost some fucking money. So that's pretty goddamn cool. Of course, you know your boy won't be able to cop that right away, but later down the line as like something just to collect, especially for that Mega Man X figurine. Goddamn, that'd be some cool shit. So. I mean, that's it on the trailer, man. It's just, it really blew me back because of the fact that I really wasn't expecting anything from E3. Last time we seen that trailer was, a while back. I think last year. And then we haven't heard anything about this since. So this is pretty big. What I do want to talk about before we ride out is some screenshots that's been popping up and rolling up as far as the game is concerned. I've showed y'all the DLC costumes that was going to be for some of the characters that's coming up in the game. But the most interesting thing that I've seen thus far is there are screenshots of the actual, I guess you can say the battle HUD, the life bars, the power bars, the infinity bars, and there's 3 screenshots that just popped up. And I was searching on Twitter looking for information, there's 4 screenshots searching on Twitter looking for information, and these popped up. My comments on this, it's like for right now, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to give too much of a negative thought to what I see from this game until it comes out, because of the fact that, one, this game's not out yet, so shit's gonna be rolling like crazy. So yeah, anybody could put out anything. And then 2, it's like they look new. What I'm seeing here looks new, and I don't want to say, oh, it looks bad because it looks new. I'm fucking famous for that, seeing something that looks new from what you're used to, and it's like, oh, it looks bad. But just look at it right now. It's not, I guess, a life bar that gets me hype. I don't know, like, I don't know how I feel about this yet. The power, what we're seeing right here, like the power stones, they look cool. But the only thing that bugs me about this thing right here, what I'm seeing, is the life bars and the super bars. to me, for right now, they don't feel like they fit inside of a Marvel vs. Capcom game. It looks, I don't know, it looks kind of awkward. And maybe that is because it's new and it's something that I'm not used to seeing. So that could have a lot to do with it. But like I said, the game's not out and images and shit are floating everywhere. But the reason I bring these up and I don't know how much credibility this is, but on the page that I found this shit on, the guy who posted this is the same guy who posted a leak list from NeoGAF almost about a day before, of the same characters and shit that would be coming out, and now these characters are out, and now these screenshots of gameplay in the health bars and the power bars and everything is out. So just when you're looking at this shit, especially shit on my channel, just make sure y'all take it with a grain of salt and do your own research and look it up for yourselves. I'm just showing you what I see, my thoughts on it and everything. But as far as gameplay, I still like the way it looks. I don't think it looks bad at all for a 2.5D. I guess you would call this as 2.5D game. It's not a full 3D. Yeah, so 2.5D. This game looks it looks really good, really good. So far, with all the information that we have, your boy is pleased. I like the look of Ultron Sigma a lot. I like how they incorporated those two together and fused them together. I like that we're actually getting a story mode. That's pretty cool, because I've always wanted in previous games, especially like Marvel vs. Capcom, I know you would have like every character would have their own story as if they were the main character of this story and it was told from their perspective. But now we're getting a story where everybody, as I'm pretty sure we'll still get the separate, oh, this is their story, this is their story. But now we're getting a story where everybody's tied in together and it actually fucking connects. I know I'm not the only motherfucker that's seen the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 screen or intro and thought, man, I wish there was like an actual tying in storyline movie mode. And now they're putting this shit in the game. So that's cool that they're doing it. I like that. I like that a lot. Only concerns I have right now is I got two concerns. I don't like Ultron. I don't like Ultron's voice actor. I like Sigma's voice actor because I'm not sure if that's the same one that played him before, but you can tell that's remnants of Sigma. That's how Sigma's supposed to sound. Ultron just sounds out of place. His voice sounds out of place. Like, I kind of want to rule the world, and I kind of just want to like fuck with physics and science and shit like that. I don't know what's going on with that. My other concern is whoever is doing the voice acting for Mega Man X, and I know he's gonna be talking, please don't make him sound like a bitch. We all can vouch, we all can agree, like that's just not Boss Golf being Boss Golf. We all can agree in the previous Mega Man X games, almost all of them except for maybe Command Mission, Mega Man just sounded like a fucking slut. I don't know if that like I don't know what was going on there, but a lot of the characters, the voice actors in the previous games, they just it sounded off. But make Mega Man sound like a badass. He is Mega Man after all. If not too manly, if not on the manliness of Thor, make him sound like he's the defender of the fucking Reploid universe, and he's there to kick some ass, to take some names. That's all I ask so far. This has been everything. The trailer, you got the collector's edition, which looks damn good. You got these images that are floating around with the DLC costumes. DLC costumes look nice so far. Life bars and the super meters. I'm honest. I'm really not too sure about it. Like they don't even look like they fit in any fighting game that I will play. But it just maybe it's because it's new. To be honest, but once again, the game's yet to come out, so this shit can change at any other time. And it just all together, it looks like it's coming together. It definitely, when E3 drops, I'll put out more news out there for you guys. But most definitely, if y'all find any more news, let me know, because that was another thing. Somebody commented on the Ultron Sigma video and let me know, hey, this shit's actually confirmed. That was pretty cool to see this morning. So, hey, your boy's out of this shit. Let me know what y'all think down below. Let me know y'all thoughts on everything y'all seen as far as trailers, screenshots. Will you be getting the collector's edition? How you feel about the DLC and all of that? This been your boy Boss Golf, man. I'm out of this thing. Y'all go do y'all goddamn thing. Make sure y'all keep them slongs on, them clips tight, and I will see you to the hoes on the flip one. Peace!